fact that all Jennifer Lopez had to do was marry a white boy Oscar winner for people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot. For all we know, that bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken for the betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying. Say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her and trying to put hits out on her because he was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face. Like J-Lo has said nothing. I'm outside.
Yeah, you outside. Another
like
person.
us.
They not like.
Recent developments in Diddy's legal troubles have added a significant strain to the already complex relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Reports surfaced that Affleck testified against Diddy in connection with serious allegations, including claims related to Diddy's past controversies. Allegedly, this testimony further complicated the already fragile dynamic between Lopez and Affleck, which was under scrutiny due to Lopez's past relationship with Diddy.
J-Lo is just, I don't know. Every man she's been with has said the same thing, except for Diddy. Diddy's the only one that said she was a great girlfriend and how he wish he hadn't messed it up.
Nah.
How is that the only man in her life that had regrets about their relationship but everybody else ran for the hills? Like, it's not nobody noticing that. That everybody else that's left her, oh, she was too this, she was this, she was that. But Diddy said she was perfect.
Maybe she was meant for the medal.
What happens if you're only perfect for the devil?
God damn.
What the f does that make you?
Damn.
Jaguar Wright, known for her bold statements about industry figures, has also chimed in on the situation, alleging that Jennifer Lopez may be attempting to shield Diddy from legal fallout. Wright questioned whether Lopez's marriage to Affleck was part of an effort to distance herself from Diddy's growing controversies. Despite these accusations, Lopez has not openly addressed Wright's claims, which have sparked significant public curiosity.
Jennifer Lopez, when she's finally held accountable for the part she played in the harm that was put on Natanya Rubin's life.
Do you think they'll bring up charges on Jennifer Lopez?
They better. She committed perjury. And the attorney that was representing the defense side of that suborned perjury. Last time I checked,
Many are now speculating about a butterfly effect linking Jennifer Lopez's career to Diddy's controversies. The resurgence of Diddy's legal issues has dragged Lopez back into the spotlight due to their past connection. While Lopez distanced herself from Diddy years ago, their shared history, especially the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting, continues to haunt her public image. The case has resurfaced in light of Diddy's arrest, causing many to re-examine Lopez's potential involvement or knowledge of the incident.
This is J-Lo, aka Jenny from the block. Where she got the nickname from, I don't know, but it might have something to do with that whole club situation back in the late 90s involving P. Diddy and Shine, where someone ended up getting in the face. But my girl Jaguar Wright was actually speaking on the situation about how J-Lo tries to disassociate herself from situations like that and how Benny Medina actually removed her from P. Diddy and put her with someone new.
All Jennifer Lopez had to do was marry a white boy, Oscar winner for people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot at that club. For all we know, that bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken up for the betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying, or say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her and trying to put hits out on her because he was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face. Like J-Lo has said nothing.
Wright's theory suggests that Lopez may have believed marrying Affleck could help her escape the shadow of Diddy's controversies. However, she implied that this strategy may not work given the severity of the charges against Diddy and the ongoing investigations. Wright's comments reflect a broader question: can Lopez successfully distance herself from Diddy's legacy and maintain her public image amid such turbulence?
They thought that just running off and marrying Ben Affleck was going to take you out of the Diddy downfall.
Do you agree with Jaguar, or do you think it's just a coincidence? It's your boy Brian. Much respect.
The nightclub shooting in 1999, which saw both Lopez and Diddy briefly jailed, has surfaced. Due to Diddy's current legal troubles at the time, Lopez was cleared of any wrongdoing, but the recent arrest has led to renewed speculation about her involvement. Some reports suggest that both Diddy and Lopez might face further investigation into this event, particularly as Diddy's legal troubles deepen.
Jaguar Wright told us that J-Lo is going to be investigated with Diddy. Jaguar Wright said that Diddy and J-Lo are both going to be investigated for the 1999 nightclub shooting where the victim said that Diddy pow-powed her in the face. Jaguar Wright said that there was a Law & Order SUV episode that was made depicting the truth about what really happened that night at the nightclub and who was all involved, and how a rapper was made to take the fall even though it really wasn't him, and how they tried to get this woman away from having to testify. And she said that this episode depicted the truth about what really happened that night, and then Law & Order SUV took this episode down and then scrubbed it. So I went ahead and did a little bit of digging, and I did find out that there was a Law & Order episode called 3 Dog Night, Season 12, Episode 9, that was inspired by Diddy's involvement in the shooting-related investigation. So me being curious and wanting to watch this episode, I went ahead and did a little bit of research, and it said that I could watch the 3 Dogs Night episode on Peacock. So I went to Season 12, Episode 9, as you can see right here, and it says this is the episode called Gray. This episode is not the episode called 3 Dogs Night, which was honestly really weird, because why were they so adamant on taking this episode off the air? Jaguar Wright was saying that in this episode of Law & Order SVU that J-Lo was depicted as an actual accomplice, and she was taking part in these crimes. So I went and did a little bit of digging because I found this super weird, and it said back in the day Lopez may have had a hand in Puppy's case, says an eyewitness. Jaguar Wright also said that in this episode that they were hiding the woman that was depicted to be J-Lo out, that way she wouldn't have to testify. And as you can see here, I pulled up another article. Lopez won't testify in Combs' gun trial. Jennifer Lopez says she will not take the stand at the weapons trial against former boyfriend and rap mogul Sean Puffy Combs.
As Diddy's controversies continue to escalate, some speculate that Lopez is working behind the scenes to protect her public image. Over the years, Lopez has strategically distanced herself from Diddy. The questions remain about whether she is still linked to him through unresolved legal matters. Public perception is crucial for Lopez, and her silence on Diddy's arrest is being interpreted by some as an attempt to avoid negative association.
I'm coming through the lawsuit with Diddy, and I come across this shit, and if you grew up in the 90s, you know what this is about. Mr. Combs shared that he is responsible for the pow pow in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. Yeah, Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the pow pow into the club for him and passed him the pow pow after he got into an altercation with another individual. This just aggravates the hell out of him. Mr. Combs consistently made it clear that he has immense power in the music industry and with law enforcement. Mr. Combs made it clear that his head of security, Fahim Mahab, Mr. Mahab is what they call him, has the power to make people and problems disappear. So we all know that Shine was 21 when he was convicted of murder, assault, and reckless endangerment, and he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Yes, 10 fucking years. Diddy, on the other hand, got his charges dropped, stemming from the shooting. By 2003, Shine was dropped from Diddy's Bad Boy Records, and 1 year later, he publicly said Diddy betrayed him. And we all know, now this is from Vibe magazine. Now, after Shine was released, he went on a bunch of interviews, and one interview he did was Drink Champs with Noriega. And the conversation topic everybody wanted to talk about was the infamous 1990 shooting at New York City nightclub and the trial involving him and Diddy. Now, on numerous occasions in the past, rapper turned politician has spoken out against Diddy, his former CEO, and how he avoided prison time, while Shine did a bid for 10 years for his role in the pow pow. However, he since had changed heart, revealing that he no longer holds a grudge against Diddy. Shine goes to say, I don't really blame him now as much as I did then. Shine explained to Nori and DJ EFN, because I did go through a stage of bitter.
Lopez's relationship with Diddy from 1999 to 2000 and one has long been scrutinized, especially since the nightclub shooting. Despite the years that have passed, this part of her life remains a subject of interest, particularly as Diddy's legal issues intensify. Many are questioning why Lopez has not spoken publicly about Diddy's arrest, given the historical significance of their relationship and the potential for new revelations in the ongoing investigations.
We have lots of plans for Nuvo, for Fuse, and what we're gonna do. It's gonna be an exciting time.
Did Puff call you and say congratulations? Or did he call you and say, bitch?
He did email me and say congratulations.
He did?
Yes, he did. Yes.
All right,
and I know he, was in the bidding. I didn't know he was in the bidding until very close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that they were doing that. And I was kind of like, why is he doing that? Like, I was like, all of a sudden it was just like, now he's just my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want my friend doing that. But at the end of the day, we got it, and I was very excited.
Congratulations, man.
So then Affleck's decision to testify against Diddy has added another layer of complexity to his marriage with Lopez. Sources indicate that Affleck's involvement in the case may have stemmed from concerns about Lopez's connection to Diddy's legal issues. Some speculate that Affleck, already uncomfortable with Lopez's past ties to Diddy, found the recent allegations too much to handle. This discomfort may have played a role in their rumored separation at Jennifer. And she heard, and Parker heard her say, "I told you not to get involved with." Lopez was released from custody after spending 14 hours in jail, because this is when her and Puffy were at some club. Those were fired couple fled the scene. Police chased and sued involved in those two, getting arrested another time. Gilo went on to describe her past relationship as saying, "I was in a relationship with Puff where I was totally crying crazy, going nuts. It really took my whole life in a tailspin. I never caught him cheating, but I just knew he'd say he was going to a club for a couple hours and then never come back that night." That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time, and for watching Celebrities Spill Love you all, my dear guys.